everybody doing? Good? Awesome. Okay, so given that I'm doing this talk in Canada, which is super, super exciting, has everybody heard of Shopify? Yes? Okay, cool. I have to check because sometimes I get a lot of blank stares. Sometimes people think I'm talking about Spotify. I'm pretty sure my mom still thinks I work at Spotify. So just to set a little bit of context. So I actually joined Shopify about 2.5 years ago. And I mean, you're all familiar with Shopify. It's a commerce platform, helps people sell things online, offline, through various channels. And I want to set a little bit of context before we get into the meat of the talk. Shopify has grown really, really big, really, really fast, right? You guys know that better than anybody being part of the Canadian market. And it grew really, really big, really, really fast by focusing on a specific segment, focused on small businesses, focused on entrepreneurs. And I want to define what that means for a second. So when we mean really big, really fast, from 2012 to 2018, we went from 24 million in revenue to over $1 billion in revenue. Gross merchandising volume, same sort of upswing. We went from, I think it was 1.6 billion to 40 billion in 2018. GMV is basically the amount that our merchants are processing through our platform. Lots of customers across a whole lot of countries. And this is the stat that actually gets me. When I joined about 2.5 years ago, we were a lot less people. Now we're about 5,000 people. 70% of them started after me. Just think about that for a second. I joined 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. 70% of those 5,000 people started after me. So I'm telling you this not to tell you how great and big and fast growing Shopify is. I'm telling you this because I want you to get a sense of the environment in which we were operating, the chaos in which we were surrounded by, and the fact that it is virtually impossible to keep up operationally when you're growing at these rates across all of these numbers. So when I joined 2.5 years ago,